4. Pricing. Necessary ineffective labor. Financial literature. One of the biggest characteristics of Ming is irrational prosperity, which includes a large number of investment failures and currency evaporation. It is these essential ineffective labor that achieve irrational prosperity. Acceleration of factor integration. That is, under the combined effect of globalization and informatization, the process of financial transactions are compressed. Efficiency is greatly improved, and the speed of factor integration is unprecedented, resulting in unimaginable scale and effects. Cognitive differences have become an important variable affecting financial activities. That is, different cognitive levels and abilities determine the status and destiny of countries, enterprises and individuals in financial civilization. If they are misled by conspiracy theory and take this as an action model, their future can be imagined. The foundation of this axiology comes from the formula of economic globalization plus market economy system equal money surplus. That is, the exchange-oriented market economy itself is a system of producing surplus money, and globalization has enhanced the ability to produce surplus money. The surplus money provides a prerequisite for the independence of currency transactions from the real economy, creating a currency as the trading object, and carrying out capitalization, securitization, marketization and internationalization upgrading, and ultimately, it will free from the constraints of traditional media, happily generate money, and create a new economic model of economic prosperity and prosperity. However, this perfect process has been embedded with the original sin of marketization from the beginning. Just like the original sin of agricultural civilization is the original sin of land concentration and industrial civilization is resource monopoly, the original sin of information civilization is information overflow, and the original sin of financial civilization is currency surplus and evaporation. Although Greenspan and Bernanke believed that there was a problem in the market, the media believed that it was the result of excessive morality, financial innovation and unfavorable government regulation. Soros believed that it was the result of market fundamentalism, and Europeans believed that there was a problem with capitalism and liberalism. They almost invariably ignored the fact that the original sin of the market overproduction and the fact that the surplus currency lost its anchor of stability. Moreover, there is a lack of insight into the commodification attributes of currency. Currency has long surpassed traditional attributes such as exchange, circulation, and storage, and has become the world's most important trading product. The amount of capital trade is hundreds of times as that of real economy trade. As a commodity, it must follow general laws, and it is difficult to escape the cycle of economic crisis. The fate of satisfy their curiosity about mysteries. However, the success of commercial operation cannot hide the defect of its logical derivation. That is, it regards finance as the core of national strategy, and regards national strategy and enterprise strategy as the main contradiction of financial problems. It believes that this is the bullnose that governs financial and capital movements. The weight of conspiracy is gradually increased under this logical derivation. Conspiracy is characterized by suddenness, uncertainty, and unknowability. As a result, it is either a hammer or an anvil. Therefore, as long as the financial air supremacy is mastered, you can play with other governments and banks at will and plunder their wealth, thus integrating finance and conspiracy. Elevating to an unparalleled and supreme position gives the impression that countries are subject to others without engaging in finance. While engaging in finance is like plotting, this is a false proposition, and its arrogance violates the great taboo in the Chonji horse racing. Who would use their own bad horses to confront the rise of developed countries? The core of the national financial strategy is to take a distinctive differentiated path, give full play to the asymmetric advantage of resources, and avoid path dependence to turn air supremacy into self-destructive power. The characteristic of the theory of financial original sin is to deconstruct the new economic civilization based on the qualitative analysis of the times, and to address the confusion in the state of order. Conduct holographic full-dimensional research on various variables, attempting to find regular factors and provide new analytical coordinates for solving complex situations. In view of this, the Fokker think tank believes that finance is a comprehensive manifestation of S and Japan in China, and less attention has been paid to the German financial system. There are not many Chinese literature on the German financial system, and the lack of analytical analysis and even inaccurate factual descriptions may be misleading. Of course, the motivation that directly drives us to study the German financial system is still a strong question. Understanding China's economy has entered the stage of high-quality development and is accelerating to form a dual circulation, with domestic circulation as the main body and domestic and international double circulation promoting each other, which puts forward higher requirements for the adaptability, competitiveness and inclusiveness of the financial system. Is China's financial system capable of carrying out new missions? How can we be competent in the process of financial development, reform and regulation? How can we scientifically learn from international good practices? What can we learn from the market-oriented financial model of the United States and the United States? What cannot we learn? How can we examine a country's financial development from a political, economic, social, cultural, and historical perspective and draw objective conclusions? What foundations need to be consolidated in the evolution of the financial system? The question of overcoming inertia and the like is necessary for China to build a modern financial system. Starting from financial reform. For this reason, I gradually turned my attention to Germany to learn from its beneficial experience and solve our own problems. Question. From international comparative research, it can be seen that the German financial system is very distinctive. Germany emphasizes a sense of order, overall structural stability, and clear hierarchy. The evolution process has maintained its own characteristics. At the same time, the successes and failures of the German financial system are thought-provoking and can bring many inspirations for exploring China's financial development path. This book starts from a problem-oriented and goal-oriented perspective, supplemented by a comparative analysis with the financial systems of the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, China, and the Eurozone, aiming to provide inspiration for China's financial reform on how to learn from the experience of Germany based on a clear understanding of the basic facts and internal operational logic of the German financial system. Highly stable German financial system. The German financial system has shown extraordinary stability, which is reflected in both the financial structure and finance. The continuity of culture is also reflected in the rare long-term financial stability. The banking industry maintains a three-pillar framework for the long term. Viewing the financial system of Germany from the characteristics of historical evolution showing astonishing continuity. Since the formation of the three-pillar framework of privately owned commercial banks, state-owned or public savings banks, and credit cooperative banks in the late 19th century, the German banking structure has remained basically stable after 2 world wars, Germany's economic miracle, and the wave of global privatization, while the three-pillar framework of many European countries, such as Spain, Italy, France, Belgium, has disappeared. In addition, the larger policy bank sector has also been continued. The continuity of the three-pillar framework, rather than the three-pillar framework itself, is the most important feature of the German banking structure. The pro-real economy attribute of finance has been maintained for a long time. We will integrate the German financial system with enterprises. The long-term close interaction between industries is known as the pro-real economy attribute of finance. In the second half of the 19th century, impression of German finance. Why study the German financial system with 4 clear and impressive facts attracted me to carry out this research. Firstly, Germany has handled the relationship between finance and the real economy well. As a developed economy that has achieved modernization, Germany's manufacturing value added to GDP has remained above 20% for a long time, ranking among the highest among major developed economies. However, in 2018, the financial industry value added to GDP was only 3.7%. Secondly, Germany has maintained long-term financial stability. Since World War II, Germany has hardly experienced a major financial crisis, especially from 2008 to 2012. Although Germany was at the center of the financial crisis in the United States and Europe, it still demonstrated good resilience in this round of crisis. Mainstream scholars and the media rarely mentioned the so-called financial crisis or debt crisis in Germany. Under the impact of the COVID-19, Germany's financial industry will be generally stable in 2020. And its economic contraction will be smaller than that of most EU member countries. Thirdly, there are more nice similarities between Germany and China in terms of economic and financial development paths and institutional arrangements. For example, the dominant characteristics of banks in the financial systems of both China and Germany are very obvious, with the high proportion of state-owned or public financial institutions. Both countries attach great importance to the development of the real economy and have export-oriented characteristics. Both countries implement continental legal systems and so on. Fourthly, there has been more research on the UK